Okay, it's live. I'm up. I'm streaming. I've got a good view of what should be the combat area. Ships should begin arriving just any minute here. Okay. I'm gonna go do something for half a second. I'll be right back. Hey, no combat yet? There's me. Here they come. They're still 20-ish kilometers out. Okay. So with this map, the enemies just a little bit further away, so you have more time, because the AI ships aren't set up to automatically jump. So they have to fly there manually, the slow way. Yeah. And so right now the ships are 20 and more-ish kilometers away and heading this way from spawn. And so things are looking pretty cool. One of the things I might do is I might set up some more waypoints around the area for ships to bounce between, so that there are more unique points for ships to fly through. Because right now, a lot of the ships have shared waypoints, which means you still have ships trying to wrangle for the same spot in space. Which, if you remember watching it before, we'd have those spots where there'd be two ships trying to reach the same waypoint, and they'd be kind of dancing just a couple of meters away from it, trying to get into it. And so they'd be bouncing back and forth right next to the waypoint. Which can be a bit annoying. It's like, you're supposed to be moving, but you're sitting there not going nowhere. It's collision avoidance.
Yeah, so I'm killing villagers in the smeltery. I found a way to make the villager spawner from Ender.io work.
Nice. Very awesome. So I've got my revamped Borg interceptor here. There's a lot more visibility to it, using a lot of cool bits and things. Yeah, I increased its firepower a good chunk by putting 8 interior turrets on it. It's got a bit of a higher damage throughput to it. And then instead of the Borg sphere nearby, I have, where is it? There it is. I have the Borg diamond. Which is kind of like a diamond. I think I captured kind of the general look of the diamond. It has that exposed interior frame with all of the panels and the wiring and the glowing and all of that. So anytime you see the Borg diamonds, they have that big pyramidal type framing. But oop, first ship has arrived. It's the Nebula class. First to arrive. Ooh, it's taken a lot of heat. Shields are still blue, though. Interceptor's taking a lot of fire and it's going down. Borg Cube is on red shields already. That's good to know. Diamond is still on yellow shields, but it's not being fired at anymore. Interceptor looks like it's been peeled out of the fight. Another ship is arriving. Which one is it? It is one of the NX class. It's taking quite a bit of fire. Uh-oh. The Cube has opened fire on the Nebula class. Ooh, it's starting to take some heavy shots. Ooh, that slowed things down a little bit. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oh no. Yeah. Things are getting pretty bad. There's the Galaxy class, just in the distance there. A couple of other ships have arrived. Okay, so it looks like the Borg Diamond has been mostly taken out. There's one of the Miranda classes getting right in close. Is that the Defiant? Nope, that's one of the little NXers. Yeah, the Nebula's been pretty badly torn up. The Constitutions have arrived, as well as the Akira. Things are getting pretty crazy. This is handling it so much smoother. I can't believe this. Oh yeah, that poor Nebula class, it's just fried. Woo! That one was barely dodged. And oh my goodness, this Constitution is just trashed. There's just nothing left. It's just pieces. Oh, the Enterprise D has taken a tough hit right in the middle of the saucer section there. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Chain reaction explosion inside the cube! Here we go! Something went up real good in here and took out a big chunk of interiors on this thing. Yeah, I'd say a large chunk of the interior of the cube has been successfully detonated. Not much left of the Nebula class over here, but still a few functional weapons firing away. And what's over here taking all of the beating? And oh! What's left of what looks like the remains of a Constitution's nacelle and dish just plowing away, and ooh, yep, just barely. So much damage being done here. Woo! Flew right through the gap there. Oh man, those hits. They just take just huge chunks out of the ships. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, something went up. Oh, it's locked. Something has... oh, yeah, we have separation. We have a separation. We repeat, we have separation. The Galaxy class has taken neck damage, and the saucer section is now acting on its own, with the drive section now immobile. One of those Constitution classes still bouncing around out here. Bit of a lighting error happening out here. There's an NX still alive out here. That's surprising. Hello, little NX class. How are you still alive? I think you're just out here far enough away that you're just not a primary target for the cube. And oh, there's another one. So I think some of the smaller ships have taken longer to speed up and to slow down, so they're arriving late to the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NXs are occasionally darting in just close enough to start opening fire, and then when they leave, they're just not close enough to take fire anymore. The bigger ships, since they have a tendency to have difficulty getting in and around those waypoints, they stick around longer closer into the ship, so they stay a distraction for longer. That was a big explosion. What happened there? Oh. Yeah, that's those cannons shooting things. And oh. It's always concerning to see those torpedo streaks coming out. Oh, yeah, one of the NXs is getting pushed around by what's left of the Galaxy class dish there. I keep calling it nacelles. I keep saying the word nacelles. I just love the word. Oh, that was a nice hit. Woo. I think the smaller ships have a bit of a better chance when it comes to not getting hit by those large torpedoes, simply because it's just harder to hit them at range.
Yeah.
I don't even think the Galaxy class saucer section does have weapons remaining. They do not appear to be functional or within firing range. They are either no longer functional or they aren't coming close enough to get into firing range at this point. So all they're doing is serving to soak up a little bit of fire every now and again from the other ships. Yeah, because they keep pinging with the red shields, occasionally smacking into their teammates. I can't believe that Akira is still alive. Over half of it is gone. Yeah, the thing that is amazing me right now is the fact that those NXs are still in one piece. Like, they're virtually undamaged. But I think that's just because they have the cover of all of the other ships around them. And oh, oh! The Mirandas and the Sandstorm have finally arrived at the fight, and they're coming into weapons range, just finally here. I think precision mode might be slowing things down just a little bit. They're coming into range of the battle here, just ever so slightly. There goes the Sandstorm. It's starting to open fire with its tank turrets. Yeah, both of these Mirandas have fresh shields. Oh, ooh, that Miranda has taken 2 big hits. That's another one just barely dodged. Another one, and oh yeah, the front half of this deep-range Miranda is just gone. Just entirely gone. Vaporized. Nothing left. There's the rear nacelle segments and the back half of the saucer section. Its weapons are so heavily damaged, I doubt it can do much good for this fight anymore. It only has 2 of the automated weapon systems, so it's a manual fire only at this point. And then there's the next Miranda coming into the combat area. It's still got blue shields. Sandstorm is still over there in the corner. There's the Defiant class finally showing up to the battle here. There goes the Galaxy. I wonder what happened to it. It's really moving along there now. Trying to get out of the line of fire by the looks of it. A lot of the other ships are moving on to the other waypoints in their network, trying to get out of the line of fire just a little bit longer. Yeah, that Miranda is dead in the water. This one has orange shields, trying to contribute, but it's just too far away for its weapon systems to activate. It's set to close range fire, and it's not even going to get the chance to get that close with the way this is working. Now that Constitution is still opening fire, so at least the Mirandas are providing temporary decoys for the ships that are still firing. There's what's left of the saucer section here, and man, it is just riddled with holes. There's not a whole lot left to it at all. And over here, yep, there's the Defiant and the Sandstorm starting to take a little sporadic fire from time to time, as they're bouncing around trying to get through the waypoint here. Yeah, some of these weapon systems are set to attempt to take out missiles, so they are trying to take out those missiles, or cannon shells, since it's technically a battleship turret according to the mod it's from. They're trying to take those out before they impact. These poor ships are they're just duking it out, and it's not gonna be pretty. Oh, what was that? Oh! The Fulcrum has arrived and it's opening fire. Yes! Although I think it's going to end up being more deadly to its allies than it is to the enemy. No, that's a lot of fire downrange. That's a lot of explosions down here. That's a lot of very heavy damage. That's progress. See, I redesigned the Borg cube on this. I just built a new one from scratch. And I used a lot of the same design principles, such as the propensity for the repair welders directly underneath the turrets to keep them functional. But I also implemented that functionality with a lot of the systems inside it, so that if those remain undamaged, they'll just keep repairing everything for infinity. They'll stay functional for an obscenely large amount of time. Oh, yeah, Fulcrum is just destruction upon destruction. Oh yeah, it's being more deadly to its allies than it is to the enemy. It's taken out both the Defiant and most of the sandstorm with its continuous missile chains.
Think that one through now, did ya?
Didn't think about that one, yeah. These things, yeah, see it? There it goes. It's almost hitting friendly ships that pass in front of it just as much as it is the enemy. No, but I'm seeing a lot of decreased fire from the Borg cube, so its damage has been done. Oh god, look at those explosions. That's beautiful. Gemini twin missile turrets, they are hellishly destructive things when they work properly. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it just beheaded the Sandstorm class. Oh no, don't do it! Don't do it! Oh. What is the Borg cube shooting at over here? Or should I say, what was it shooting at? Oh, yeah, that's the remains of one of the Miranda class. Looks like the deep range, too. But, yeah, see, oh god, when that fulcrum opens fire, it's just a thing of beauty. Just the sheer weight of fire it puts out. Look at that go! It's just boring a hole straight through the side. How much of this is still active? It obviously still has power. A lot of these turrets are still operational. Ooh, that's active. Hi. Some of these are undamaged. Yeah, that thing is just leveling this cube. Just step by step. It's still got shields operational, and oh yeah, that poor Sandstorm class, it's just the last chunks of it are getting torn apart by the ships running into bits of it. Oh no, that's the Defiant. Defiant? Are you getting beaten up by the Galaxy class? Whoop, uh-oh. They got intertwined here and kicked each other around for a little bit. Yeah, these ships are now doing a little dance just outside the firing area. Ooh, what's this? Is it a lump of the Sandstorm flying off into the distance? So there's one Miranda left, just outside, coming into range now. Ooh. Yeah, the saucer section just took another big hit. And I don't think it's going anywhere anymore. Yeah, it's now immobile. it doesn't have much left at all. Yeah, it's a debris field now. There's that one approaching. There's what's left of the Defiant. Here is our Fulcrum, I believe, with its Gemini turrets and a tank turret on the bottom, so it's moving along. It's gonna stumble into a world of hurt when it crosses that Terminator, though. When it becomes the new closest target, yeah, that's gonna be bad. So it looks like everything on these sides of the cube has been eliminated, but except for these. Yep, here it comes. It's about to enter firing arc for all of these turrets here. Yep, there it goes. Well, let's bring this little NX in and see what we can do with a flyby. Do I have any rocket launchers? Yes, I do. Turn off dampeners so I can pick a direction, fly in that direction, and coast. Let's hit 50 meters a second, and then coast by. There's a chain of explosions. Ooh, that's getting a little dangerous for my taste. That was a pretty big explosion. I suppose the next thing to do is to examine this and see how I can make it better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I suppose the next thing to do would be to start this battle over and then watch the whole thing from inside the cube. Evaluate the damage as it's happening. Because that's one thing I fixed in this, is that the both sides of this conflict are no longer purely NPC driven. They actually have a faction you can join, so you could play from the Borg point of view. You can do this as a versus, where you have one person running around trying to keep the cube running, and then the other people trying to be the Federation, trying to take it apart. Yeah, that Fulcrum, man, it's just tearing it up. Let's take a look at my numbers right now. Let's see. Simulation speed is 0.5, 0.4-ish. Not bad. Considering all of the debris floating around, it's not that bad. Frames are kind of like in the 20s and 10s and stuff, but that's probably also because I'm encoding. Yeah, it looks way steadier. It's a lot smoother in person, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my stream output, it's kind of jumpy. I might need to decrease the quality of my output on the stream, just so it gets smoother a little. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. I need to... under capture... Won't be applied until next time I begin streaming. Eh. Let's try throwing a another 1,000 bit rate on there. Anyway, yeah, I'll try that in a bit here and see if that makes things a little bit better. But yeah, it looks good to me. So as you can see by the wreckage, yeah, there's a lot more to the interior of this. And this thing is still functional. Like, there are still shields and power somewhere on this thing, alive.
Should add the nano repair factory.
So that it will rebuild itself from nothing.
Well, you'd have to have a large supply crate next to it with the necessary materials, but
Well, this isn't in survival, it's in creative.
Oh.
But yeah. No, good God, how much ammo I would have to... How long I would have to spend filling every ship with ammunition? Yeah, no. So yeah, it's...
in creative mode, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. You just have to place the nano factory and place the repair beacon, and it would self-repair itself. So long as the blocks didn't get completely destroyed, unless you added a blueprint to it. Although that would get insanely difficult to destroy.
Oh! Hi, explosions! Oh yeah, this is super jitter. I'm getting like 3 frames a second here. This is... Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my settings. I'll be back, guys.